Let's go.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining this monthly meeting. I hope it will be an interesting meeting for you this month. I'm very glad to see you all in this room, virtual room. We can start. You already know UI Suite. There is only one new face today, and it's someone who is aware of our work, so let's keep it. The agenda, it will be like every month. First, the share subject. There is not a lot. Then what's new in the module and the team from the contrib space, and some community news. So, as we said last month, the core project browser will be merged not in Drupal 10.2, but Drupal 10.3. So this subject was is now pending, but it's because of the upstream delay. UI pattern 2. This is a big stuff. You know, we start this month. So it's exciting. We are still with the same team. You know us already. 6 people. We have also a few people doing QA, but they didn't start yet, like Rajab or Florent. And we are meeting every Thursday at noon. As I already shared with you last week, one of the goals of UI Pattern 2 is to consolidate the ecosystem. So now, when it will be done, we will be able to address everything from Drupal Core without any extra module. And we will also need to address the current scope with 7 extra modules with only 2 extra modules. So we will address one of the common complaints of UI pattern ecosystem, which is too messy for people. The architecture haven't changed, so it's a good news. That means we are able to work without doing a heavy change in the plan. If one of you have questions about this architecture and want some explanation, we can have a time after the meeting. So current progress. It's not exact numbers. It's my own perception. But we did a lot of progress in the plugin manager, schema manager, and library because it was already advanced in the prototype. And there was some work done on layout, blocks, plugin, and form builder this month. Views and formatter are a bit late, but it's normal. It's because Views has a very complicated API. It's a mess already in Drupal Core. And field formatters, it's complicated. The UI pattern field formatters we currently have in Contrib, it's ambitious and is covering a lot of different data sources. So it's normal this one is taking a bit more time. Extending SDC, we didn't make progress really, but we will show you why. We have identified between 6 and 7 tasks SDC stream need to do to be welcoming with UI pattern 2. 2 of them were already done. The first ticket, it's already merged. Our plan upstream. The second ticket is not done, but everything agree about that. So, and it doesn't look so difficult, so it will be done. If you want to become a Drupal core contributor, this second ticket, retrieve only components and replaced by others, it's a perfect starting point because it's useful, it's not hard, it will help both UI pattern and everybody using SDC. We have also 3 tickets where SDC community doesn't look very convinced. And there is no traction. But it's okay, because we can do it in UI pattern. It's already done in our UI pattern code base now. But if we keep it on our side, we are diverging a bit from the SDC definitions, component definitions. So it's sad. The only big issue we have is SDC extensibility. We have created a ticket. Where not many stuff happen on the ticket, but it's okay because someone else creates a similar ticket who is gaining traction. So there is already a few commits on this ticket. It looks like those commits will be accepted one day. So what can we do? I'm asking Christian. If you are able to talk, Christian, do we cancel our own ticket, make it extensible because the other one is more successful? Or do we keep both because they don't address the same exact issue?
I think we need both. We need the one which exists already, covers, I think, about 80% of the issue, but it doesn't cover the what's the name? Discovery.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe what we can do is we can rename it and change the description of it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so I would do that.
I'm not sure we extended in the existing issue.
Yeah. Okay, we can create a side issue, or we can rename this one and change this one. Okay, let's talk about that. But we will do something because now it's confusing. Because as you said, 80% of the work will be done in the other issues. So.
Everything is done, so you can alter the plugins, and you can decorate the service, and when you can decorate the service, you can do actually everything, but expect the get discovery method, because the discovery method has only a hard argument. I can show you actually a small thing. So
yeah, we can have a look at the end of the meeting if you want. Okay.
Yeah,
it will be a little activity at the end of the meeting. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
But thank you, because now we know we need to make this clearer. Okay, let's continue. UI pattern 1, because there is not only the future, but also the present. So as we decided last month, UI pattern 1 is now in maintenance. Of course, we are doing the bug fixes, all of them. We are doing the security issue if we have some. Sometimes it never happens, but it can happen. And also we are doing some changes which can increase forward compatibility with UI pattern 2. Light feature may be accepted. There is one proposal we will talk later. Maybe we can accept this kind of proposal, but no new heavy stuff. So to be ready for UI pattern 2, you, the tamer and the back developer, you need to do some work. You know that already. The only change since last week is no variant specific template. If on your project you are using some template only for a variant, for example, if you have a card horizontal variant instead of only a card variant, you need to merge this template into the component template. Why we do that? We do that because we are not able to propose this feature to SDC. It's the way SDC is built. is too hard-coded, it's too strong, then there is only one template by component. They don't have the flexibility. So we know it's easy to change on our side. So we will do it. So if you have this kind of, if you are using this feature in one of your projects, please change it to be compatible with this UiPattern 2. And also you can ask some help on Slack. We'll be happy to help. New setting type, something we are talking for a few months now, but it was delivered. It was shipped last month. Machine name is totally usable. It's great if you want to use something stricter than just text field. It works well. Links, it works very well too, but there is some change to do. Nothing breaking. If you are starting to use links, it will continue to work. Don't worry. It's backward compatible. But there was some missing feature on links, and we are adding the missing features. We hope to ship a new version of UiPattern settings, a beta version of UiPattern setting 2.2 soon. New proposal from yesterday. Stephen, who has joined us recently and working on USWDS, has proposed a new property in component definition to hide the pattern from seed builder. So if we put this property at true, it will change nothing for developers. It will be still a component we can use with template, with render arrays, everything. But the form builder will filter out the pattern to not show to the seed builders. This is different from other similar proposal. It's not like subcomponent. Subcomponent is only a property to display a component in the same library page as another component. So it has nothing to do with seed building. Selector filtering in UiPattern 2 spec. It's doing the same stuff. It's filtering the list of components available, but with rules based on prop types. So it's orthogonal. And UiPattern UI, also a proposal from UiPattern 2 specification. It's working on the source list, not the component list. So it's not the same scope. And also, we have a proposal on SDC side. And this one is working on component list too, but with other rules. So we believe there is a space for a Stephen proposal. Someone has an opinion about this? Yeah.
Yes, me. I think this is a subject that, as you mentioned, that there are also other proposals. So this is definitely a subject because people are asking for it. It is not the first time, but from experience in UI Suite Bootstrap, when maybe it is another scenario for Stephen, but the way I see it is for example, for subcomponents, as you mentioned, the one we marked as internal. And generally, when we create internal components, it is for seed building to allow seed builders to configure properly the patterns, the components. So hiding those internal components for seed builders when they are created especially for seed building, I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
But as it is only allowing people to mark, why not?
Yeah. So we need to be careful with mostly selector filtering because selector filtering is the only proposal with adhering the same scope. So
There is another hand raised.
Yeah.
Yes, I wonder if we're talking here about like only Boolean stuff. Like, is it only displaying or hiding a component, or is it a context? Finally, a context issue. Like, is it something that may be attached to kind of role permissions? Like, some people in a specific role can see the thing, and some people in another role cannot see the thing. Isn't it like more of a context issue than just a hide and show issue?
Okay, that's interesting. Yes. So what you are saying will belong to UI pattern UI. UI pattern UI, it's an early proposal for now, and it will be a configuration page. We don't know if it will be part of UI pattern or part of the UI pattern ecosystem, but it will be a configuration page. No, sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, okay. UI pattern UI will be configuration page. So today we are planning a configuration page for each prop type configure the default source, but we can also have a configuration page for each component having the availability for different contexts.
This subject of context makes me think about also an issue in the UI styles issue queue about people wanting to restrict the visibility and access to some styles depending on permissions, etc. So maybe there is a wider subject across the UI suite ecosystem. Maybe I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah, I understand we need that, but I'm not very comfortable with this kind of permission stuff. For example, someone is creating a display using a component with only available to administrator, let's say an alert component, and then someone else with not an administrator, a contributor, for example, is editing the display. What will happen? Is allowed to remove the component anyway, to edit it, but not to add a new one. Having business permission and business rules for this component, for the component list, for me, it's a bit weird. That's why all the proposals you see on this slide are never related to business. They are always related to some technical consideration. Is it a C builder buildable one or not? Is the prop type fitting? Is it replaced or not? It's always technical rules and not business rules. So let's be careful. Anyway, we can tell Stefan can create a ticket, no? I think it was
yes, he can.
Okay, nice. Yeah, because we are interested anyway. Maybe we're not sure we will implement it, but we're interested. Great. Okay, this was no news from the sequence semantic test from the Twig upstream team, but it's because of me. I'm late, so I'm not blaming them. There is something new, a new commit who is coming from UI pattern 2, who made his way on Drupal. So I'm very happy because what we do on UI pattern can benefit to everybody in Drupal. So today, if you want to print a mapping, believing it's an attribute object, you have a fatal error. If you want to put an attribute object into create attribute function, you have a fatal error. So Sometimes in some templates, we have this crazy stuff when we are checking if the attribute is an object or not. And if it's not an object, we are creating the object. Thanks to this issue, it will be not necessary anymore. We can always create the object, and if it's already an object, it will return the object. I say object a lot. I hope I didn't lose you. If you never met this issue, you maybe will not understand how important it is, but if you met it, I hope you will be relieved. About the ecosystem update, we have 2 updates this month, and they are a bit, they're not part of the core module. First, Page Designer. Page Designer was released in 3.1. As you know, Page Designer, it's using UI pattern a lot, and is doing very interesting stuff with UI pattern, but it's using the pattern definition and some low-level API, but not the seed building API. But now Philippe is part of both team. He's the maintainer of Page Designer and one of the developers of UI pattern too. So we can expect more proximity and more collaboration in the future. Also, UI pattern lab got a new commit last month, 2 months ago. It's just automatic commit, but it was merged by Nicolas, so maybe something is happening. I am one of the creators of UI pattern lab 6 years ago. I also did Fractal. It was a time before Storybook, you know, before Wixsuite, when Pattern Labs was huge and Fractal very promising. But it's nice. The initial plan, what you see on the right, it's the initial plan of UI pattern by the Antonio and his team in 2017. And the plan was to have Fractal and Pattern Lab as main source of data, of component data. UI styles. Style widget. So Smile team is starting to work on it. I think we already talked about that last month. So thanks to them, and maybe we will have some news one of those months. New icon module, nothing new, but it's normal. We decided we will wait S1 2024. Layout option. So we are keeping it for now, but if someone wants to work on a merge with UI pattern 2, you are welcome. UI skin. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Pierre, about layout options. Yeah, maybe I'm not sure if it is the correct time to discuss about that, but is it something on the long term that we want to go on, like deprecating layout options and go full components layout that way, component that will be used as layouts? Because for example, right now I know that in UI pattern settings there is, for example, a media settings type or media library settings type, something like that. For example, for the use case of background image, this can be quite useful, but there is no such kind of options in layout options. So I wonder if I should add this same options in layout options, if possible, or should we stop using layout options?
I think it can be the first. It can be the first try of getting rid of layout option. You know, today, what we don't know how to do with UI pattern and also with SDC, it's props,
Looping, yes.
prop to slots. Okay, so we have
Yeah.
slots, we have props, but we don't have slot props.
Yeah, I know what
And
you're.
maybe we don't want them. It sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, and nobody doing that. There is no slot props in anywhere. So no in Vue, no in web component, no, not anywhere. So I don't think we need to introduce slot props to your pattern. And it will be crazy. But we need to find a way, maybe a new prop type, maybe just a good practice. I don't know. Maybe maybe we can find a solution in 2 hours. You know. But what I want to say, maybe it will take 2 months, maybe 2 hours, you know?
Yeah.
Because if we have the good idea, it can go very fast. If we don't find the good idea, it will still be a mess. So
no, just to ask to raise the question also during this meeting, so everyone is aware that maybe we are wondering if we still need to go to maintain layout options, or should we avoid it? But okay, yeah. And to ensure people have understood about your props to slots, it is for example features in your layout options that allow to declare an attribute and saying that it is available for every regions. So the attribute is declared once, but you can configure it differently per regions of your layouts. That's why that's the point. Yes, Rajab.
Yes, I'm having the same issue here. Slots, props. For now, the solution is to create a prop for each slot if targeted for the slot. So if we do have, for example, right and left, we do have, for example, 2 props for the right. We call it, if we do have a utility class, for example, for the slot, for the region, or for the slot, we call it the utility class right, utility class left, for example. So it's a prop for the slot.
Yes.
And a switcher, for example, a switcher option to switch with the logic about the Boolean idea, like when we have the Boolean as a number, 1 or 0, or the Boolean as a true and false. So it is the mapping between components and the pattern, UI patterns. So for now, there is no dedication like for the slot to have an attached prop with it. Just we decide by ourselves, as I see for now.
Yeah, indeed, it's what we can do. But for example, if we have 3 props for the region, like margin, gutter, and margin, gutter, border. So it will be margin 1, margin 2, margin 3, margin 4, gutter 1, gutter 2, gutter 3, gutter 4. And if we have different props by breakpoint, we have gutter 1 MD, gutter 1 LG, gutter 1 SM, gutter 2 MD, gutter 2, and it's at the end we can have like 20, 30, 40 props in the component.
Agreed. Yes, that's it.
Yes. Yes, but you know, it's been so long we are dreaming about merging the layout option into component because into your pattern, because it's nearly the same. It's template based, regional slot, optional props. It's so similar. It's like 90% similar.
Yes.
But 10% remaining, we don't know how to address it.
Yeah, I hope we'll find a group. It's like a slot group of props for it.
Maybe we need a new prop type.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe we need a new property, a new parameter in the props.
I think within the SDC system, we could create a custom class to bring that Pro. Some people are trying to swap the SDC component plugin with other plugins, but it's hard to swap the plugin in Core. And now they changed the plugin namespace for it. They moved it into Core Drupal 11, I think. I noticed that maybe yesterday or the day before. They moved the namespace for the
so
plugin.
it's good news for us because it's something we it's moving now, it will not move later. So it's good news. We can work with the new namespace instead of the old.
Yeah, good.
Okay, so it seems a few people are interested in this subject, so don't hesitate to talk about that on the Slack and to work on it. I would be very happy to participate. So let's continue. UI skin. So UI skin, there is a new issue. It's very interesting. It's about CSS variable derivatives. We are using CSS variable in a few design systems. It's okay. For example, in material design, it's okay. But for Bootstrap 5, we have like 100 of them. Not 300, 400 of them. It's crazy. Some are duplicate. Some are not using the scope properly. Some looks like internals use CSS variables using by other CSS variable. It's a mess. So what Florent has proposed is to add a new transformer plugin. So the seed builder and the developer are only manipulating a few CSS variables. I hope 30, 50 of them. But the transformers are printing all the expected CSS variables to the markup. Florent, is it a good explanation, or you want to add something?
Yeah. So we make a meeting with Pierre and Vincent last week, and to discuss about that because either both Vincent and Pierre raised the problem of too many CSS variables in the UI Suite Bootstrap 5. So yeah, we imagine a system to generate variables from others, and with a new plugin type to transform the values, because, for example, it is not automatic. For example, there are colors, but there are colors after that for drop downs, for carousel, for every component. But for example, the primary color of Bootstrap, and when you select, for example, a primary button, it is not automatic. For example, the borders, the over, the disabled, etc. are computed. It is derived. It is not exactly the primary value. It is primary value plus some opacity effects or some stuff like that. So that's why I need some kind of transformers plugin to simplify the configuration page. But that way we will lose, for example, the fact, but I'm not sure if it is a very frequent use case. For example, if you want a primary of a component to be blue, but the primary in another component to be red, that will not be possible anymore, I think.
No, but stops, Florent. That's that issue with Bootstrap. Bootstrap is doing, for example, Bootstrap is not using the scope properly.
Yeah. And that way, I'm also not a bit of that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
One background, primary background for cards, one for button. But it's crazy. No, we need only one variable, primary background, and then we scope it to button and card. So what we will do, we will fix the upstream. And when I say fix the upstream, we will make Bootstrap CSS variable work like material one or any other one we can meet in other projects. So yeah, it's very exciting. No news about page layout. I'm still looking for page manager, but it's a slow development. UI examples, no news too. Okay, let's go to the theme. We got a new release of DSFR, the French government design system. It was a beta 5. A few features, a few changes, a few bugs, and a lot of different contributors. We have MH Nirt, Ivola Neuf, myself, Spirea, Just Like Good Vibes, Tegerino, Musa Thomas, a big team. So I'm very happy we are all able to work together and doing this good job. We plan to release beta 6 as soon as possible with other good stuff. So let's keep in touch. Also, Thomas created an ecosystem module for UI Suite SFRFT. So is Thomas with us today?
No.
I guess not. It's very interesting what he did. Just I want to alert him because the menu structure, it's not the final one, so it will change soon. So maybe we need to publish a new release of this module. Okay, so next month, I would like to talk with you about what is our position about this kind of module. Do we support them? Do we promote them? Do we need to organize them? But it will be a discussion for next month. I hope Thomas will be with us. We have a new comer in the ecosystem. Is USWDS, the design system of the US government, made by Stefan. It's still the beginning. It's still very drafty, but it's going well and it's promising. I hope it will become one of our reference implementation alongside Bootstrap 5 and DSFR one day. I'm very excited about this new team and what we can and also website of the US federal government who can use it in the future. There is also a material design tree which was released by Google on September 2023. So it's time to start a new branch of the UI material team. Who wants to become the maintainer of material design tree for UI Suite? I would love to do it because it looks very interesting. It's web component based, so it's a perfect opportunity to learn new stuff and to test UI Suite with web component. I'm sure it will work well, but it will be different from what we do usually. So I want to do it, but I also would want to help some of you who want to start it. So someone? Oh no, okay. So maybe you are too shy. So let's, if someone wants to do material design tree, please send a message on Slack. So pattern 2 readiness is getting better for our team. Slowly, month after month, we are reducing the pre-process for pattern. The goal is to have 0 pre-process for patterns before you are pattern 2, because pre-process are forbidden by SDC, and it's a good stuff. It's forbidden. So we want to respect that and not to do workaround. Also, I'm proposing to share with you a component twin validator I'm building right now. It's an internal tool for me, but I will publish it on Drupal.org, maybe in January. So it's a Drush command to validate twig template used by UI pattern 1 or SDC. It will test all the good practices we are promoting and enforcing now with UI pattern and SDC. It will check if there is some business stuff, executable object, if there is some unexpected dependency from template to template, if there is some call to Drupal application states, if the slots and the props are not well split. So, doing a template for a component is harder and stricter than just doing a template for Drupal. So, I think this tool will be useful for a lot of people. And if you want to know which kind of feedback this tool is doing, you can have a look on this issue from USWDS. Is exactly the feedback of this issue, or exactly the feedback will be returned by the command. Someone has a question? Okay, great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm sure it will be useful for you and your team. So nothing new about the community initiative. And the Stack channel is still growing up. We got 7 more people. So every month, more and more people are coming, discussing, and also contributing, because this month it was crazy. We got a lot of contributors in module and team. So it's very, very nice. Thank you very much. Someone want to add something, or to someone has some question?
Yes. I can.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Yeah. So wanted to add about a point encountered in UI Suite Bootstrap about the accordion pattern when using, for example, an accordion either as a block content type or as a node, and using paragraphs, for example, with to be the accordion items. So I realized at the beginning of this month that the paragraphs wrapper in paragraph.html.twig is preventing a proper bootstrap theming. Maybe I can share you my screen because I have some screenshots in the issue on UI Suite Bootstrap. For example, if I zoom here, we can see that, for example, the paragraphs items are not properly joined. And so that's also raise the problem of properly injecting, for example, the CSS class to have the feature of having a different background color when, for example, a content entity isn't published in Drupal. When you have your node that isn't published, it has a light red background color. So this kind of features. So that's why in UI styles discussed with Pierre, we'll try to create a new submodule that will inject this kind of class, and it will be configurable. But also maybe it will require no, not also. It is a requirement. So it must require also that in UI Suite Bootstrap to override the paragraphs.html.twig pattern template to remove the wrapper div. So I will try to evaluate that, and also because regarding UI styles paragraphs, to ensure that it will still works. Yeah. So also another big subject. For a small detail on accordion, another big subject.
Yeah, thank you, Florent. Indeed, it's something we are missing from the slide, and I hope we will have a big discussion about that next month with maybe a demo. It would be
Hopefully.
nice. Hopefully.
Yeah, POC
Great.
are okay, but yeah, we need to clean the POC and also to test with UI styles paragraphs.
Sharik is proposing
Markup.
the no markup module.
I have not found it. No markup.
It's a bit like
module.
Fences, maybe.
I found Fences, but it was only for fields, so no markup module.
Okay.
Okay, I will try to give a look. But yeah, if it is only for fields, it will not help. It is my problem is the content entity template is inside that, and to ensure that it will work. If, for example, the view mode is using layout builder and not layout builder in both cases, etc., etc. Yeah, this kind of stuff. That's the last point I wanted to add.
No, thank you. It's interesting, and it's if we add this submodule into UI styles, I think we can extend it. Yeah, you talk about that, but it's very promising if we plug it to the workflow and the content moderation system. And yeah, it's exciting. Some stuff it can become one of the. It starts small, but it can become one of the important modules we will have in this ecosystem. So it's great. Okay, something else I want to add something?
Yes, Jasper, I have sent you 2 messages on Signal. Maybe you can check, and if you don't want to talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. No, one subject is too soon. Yeah, maybe next month. I don't want to overload people. And the other, yeah. Welcome, Thomas. Thomas, we got a subject for you about UI pattern, the SFR FT. But we will have a proper slot on the next meeting, especially for this subject. So it will be better if we talk one by one. I will just do a bit teasing. So I'm sharing again. And I saw Michael also join us. That's very nice, Michael. And thank you for your contribution of your pattern SFR.
Thank you, Pierre.
So yeah, Thomas, where is it? Yeah, you created the SFR FT. It's very interesting to have an ecosystem module like a companion module for a team. It's not something I was expected, and it raised a lot of questions. A lot of questions we will talk with everybody, with the community. Is it an opportunity? Is it showing some limit of our strategy? And do we need to organize it? For example, you did a module only for menu and footer.
You want I answer now or?
Sorry? No. Let's talk.
Just I create this module just for one use case. We got a website already created with a lot of content and menu, and we must to put it in the SFR. So in the footer of this site, we got multi-pod menu, and we want to have all this menu inside one footer top menu. So I saw with UEC DSFR, you can only have one menu inside. So I'll just make this module to have multiple menu inside one.
Yeah, it's great.
Just for one use case.
Yeah, I just have to warn you because the menu structure, it's not final on the SFR.
Okay.
So in December, we will do a change. It will be the only and last change, I promise, about the menu structure.
Okay.
It's a change we planned from the beginning, but it's the we are doing at the end because it will be the change we will for the last beta. And if no issue is found with the change, we will publish a release candidate and be stable. Okay. So I will share with you information about the menu structure. Maybe you will need to release a new version of your module.
Okay, but you think your new version will have all this feature inside, or
I don't know. No. The new
Okay,
version, no. Okay. We are moving menu structure from field to settings, from slot to props.
Okay.
And yes, doing that, we are new features coming with because it's a prop, we are able to plug it on the menu API. Okay. So maybe you can leverage good stuff from the new structure on your module. Or maybe you will not use this new stuff, but anyway, you need to change the structure. But
okay.
Thomas, I will send you a message on Slack.
Okay, no problem.
In a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
Sorry, Pierre, may I interrupt?
Of course you can.
So you told us we will discuss the points you raised here on the next meeting, no?
Yes, because I think it's a more philosophical and more global subject. Until now,
Right.
It was everything in a theme. Like USUDSFR is only a theme. Material only a theme. Bootstrap only a theme. Everything in a theme, and everything must fit inside. But now we have a companion module made by Thomas. I was not expecting that, and I don't know yet if it's a good news or a bad news.
Okay,
so let's
talk this next month. We have inputs for this from the inside.
Yeah. I
don't want to jeopardize the time of everybody, but we can discuss it next month if you want.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Let's take 5 minutes or 10 minutes into the meeting to talk about this in a overview, big strategic discussion.
Okay, thank you. Because it's moving fast now, at least in our structure.
Yeah.
So we need to we are acting now for the migration to DSFR because the deadline for us is 1st January. 2025.
So let's do a specific meeting. Do you want to have a specific meeting with me, Thomas, and maybe other people?
We can, but it's UI Suite DSFR only related. It's not.
That's why I'm proposing a specific meeting about that.
Yes. That would be good to have a specific to talk about this, of course.
Yeah. What about I don't know tomorrow morning?
Yeah, it works for me, I think.
Tomorrow morning at let me think. Yeah, 11.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will send you if you can send me an invite and.
Yeah, I will. Thomas, you want to join?
Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so if someone want to join, we will talk about the future of USVT SFR. Yeah, Sharik, you are raising your hand.
Yeah. So one small question. So we have a theme implementation for Bootstrap, Foundation, and some other things as well. So are we thinking about creating like one base theme with like a generic theme that serve as a starter kind of starter kit with all patterns and generic base theme with all patterns and like with generic pattern like footling, accordion, and tabs, that kind of like we created, because that is something we needed almost many sites. So are we planning to create a base theme or a starter kit with like basic patterns?
I'm not sure. Okay, I understand. I'm not sure I understand the scope of the team you are proposing.
Yeah, kind of like a starter kit for or using UI patterns.
Yeah.
So like we will have those patterns in the place, like with some basic patterns, and then people can use our theme as a base theme for creating a new theme, the custom theme.
Okay. See, I'm sorry, like my English is very bad. I'm confusing theme like and team like a team of people, you know.
No,
okay.
Half team.
Yeah. Because for me it's nearly the same word. It's confusing in English. Okay. So your question was about theme. Which theme you are talking about?
Yeah, so like kind of starter kit theme using the UI patterns. Yeah. So we will have some basic pattern.
Okay.
So I'm not looking for the like full functional or complete extensive theme, but I'm thinking about just we have some basic pattern that people can use, like very generic patterns. Apps
but implementing with design.
Yes.
Which design do you want to implement?
No, not any design. Like we can go with some basic thing, like for a lot of scenarios.
Like starting
point.
Yeah.
Starting point. Starter kit.
Okay. I think we have. It's not the answer you are looking for, but it's similar. I think there is already a starting theme for UIC Bootstrap. If you go to the code base of UIC Bootstrap.
Yes. So using any framework is kind of sometime overkill. Like Bootstrap we are already using and Bootstrap in one of our project, not completely with the pattern, with a mix of old approach and some of patterns. But yeah, there is a lot of unnecessary CSS that's generated because of the Bootstrap. And
so you are proposing like UI suite minimal with just an example of a few styles, a few patterns, just something people can have a look on.
Yes, right. And if they wanted to use a starter kit, they can also like take a base kit and they can extend with their own custom patterns.
Okay, that's interesting. Let me. I will add it to the next as a subject to the next meeting.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Sounds good.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Something else?
Yeah, I think in between Florent his hand and his stuff.
Yeah, it was to answer, but yes, there is an example starter kit subtheme in UI Suite Bootstrap. But yes, after that, also Pierre answered to you, Sharik. But yes, you can create a minimal starter kit, but if it is not related to an existing design system, I'm not sure if it will be used. But if you want to do that and you know that you will use it, no problem.
It is more to teach than to use,
if it is example.
Because if someone wants to learn about UI Suite, he's downloading Bootstrap or DSFR or Material, and he's getting hundreds of artifact.
Yeah. Okay. And last point, talking about new themes, new implementations. I'm not maybe for the next meeting to add it in to the slides. I think there is also I forgot his name. Someone started the UI suite Olivero, I think. So.
Yes, indeed. Tom did that.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot the name. Yeah. Just for the updates.
I don't think there is a lot of things going on, but indeed, it would be nice to invite him and to talk with him about that.
He's already in the invitation. So.
He's already in the invitation. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there was a release. Yeah, but he did a release candidate, but still it's mostly empty. So there is only one component, but that's normal because he said he will do component at the end directly with UI pattern 2. But there is only 2 styles, and that's the stuff I'm not comfortable with. If there is only 2 styles, it will not be very useful. I'm afraid. But let's have a slide about this next month. Great. Something else?
I think that's good.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It was a great meeting. A lot of subjects, very interesting. See you next month. When will be the meeting next month?
I don't know yet, and I'm thinking about moving the time slot because if some people from the US want to join, it's very difficult for them. For example, Smosgrave is.
And we can move the day too, because I know some people are also busy on Tuesday.
Yeah. Tuesday is not maybe the optimal day. Maybe we should pick like or Monday or Friday. I don't know, and maybe later during the day. So not sure for now. I would send we will discuss and send the invite.
No, but let's decide now. Why not Thursday afternoon?
So we are 28. But the problem also is that it's Christmas.
Yes, but we will skip. We will not do a meeting between the 24 and the 31. Don't worry.
So maybe at the beginning of January, maybe the 4th of January, and maybe at 4 p.m. or something like that.
4th of January. Let me have a look. Yeah. Okay, 4th of January. And what we can do, it's
maybe 5 p.m. It's at the end of the day.
Someone raise your hand, no? Okay, so let's do that. Let's do a 4 p.m. 4 p.m. 4th of January, Thursday.
24.
Let's see if people are complaining. If on Slack, we can always move. We have 1 month and a half to move. So
yeah. Okay. I will do that.
Thank you very much.
So thank you to you all. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.